ChordStylePiano.com video series, Learn Piano for Free. My name is Jerry Baird. Today we're going to be learning Good King Wenceslas, and that is on page 47 of Clear and Simple Chord Style Piano, Book 1. Let's take a look at our chords. We have a G, E minor, D, C. Looks like just 4 chords in the song. We've got a little bit of hand movement. Some of this is kind of tricky, so let's take a look here. We're going to be playing with our second finger. This is the E with our second finger, and then we're going to play the D with our thumb on the right hand, and then as we come up we'll hit this F sharp with our third finger and then tuck our thumb under to hit the G. And then on the way back down we'll be playing the B with our third finger, second finger, first finger, and with our first finger on the G we're going to reach down to the E with our second finger. So maybe a little bit tricky. Let me show you what that looks like. So going up we have, it's going to be on the second. So here's middle C for reference. Here's the E, we're playing that with our second finger, this is the index finger. And then we play the D with the thumb, index finger on the E, middle finger on F sharp, and then we tuck our thumb under, and there we are, ready for that D note that we're going to be playing. So let me show you one more time. E, D, E, F sharp, G. And then when we come back down, take our index finger over to the E, and then we do the same thing on the last line of the song. Let's play a basic version of Good King Wenceslas. So what we're going to do for this next version of the song is we're going to do something called melodic improvisation. And melodic improvisation basically means using scale tones in general. So we're playing here in the key of G, and if we use our G scale we have G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. As long as we're using an F sharp instead of an F, the rest are white keys, and it will fit with the song for the most part. It doesn't mean every note is always going to work really well. It just means that the odds of the notes working will improve because we're using scale tones. So we're going to do some melodic improv, and there's a variety of ways that we could do this, but essentially we're going to keep the chords and the rhythm the same. So we'll still have, look at the music here, we'll still play a G chord at the beginning for 4 counts. But we might play with the melody a little bit, and we can be completely different from the song, or we can be slightly different from the song. It's up to us, but we want to keep that chord rhythm going because the chords will hold the harmony together while we play around with the melody. So experiment with this. A lot of it is knowing the scale tones, being familiar with them, and also which tones are going to work in which situations. Anytime we get a situation where, let's say we're playing maybe a B minor chord, which we don't have in the song, so let's say E minor, and technically we can use the C note as well. So if we were to play an E minor chord and then a C as part of our melody, it would sound like that. Maybe that's the sound we're going for, but maybe it's not. And it doesn't have to be perfect, especially when you're just starting out with this. It's just an experiment. a chance to learn, but it is a skill that can be developed, and it is something that can improve with time. So you learn kind of, oh, I don't want to hit this combination unless I'm going for that specific sound. There are other combinations that may sound better than others, but let's play around. I don't know what the results are going to be like, but it doesn't matter. The important part is that I'm experimenting, and eventually I can get to the point where I can create something very satisfying. I can have a lot of fun with the melody of Good King Wenceslas, make the song more interesting. It probably wasn't even recognizable as Good King Wenceslas for the most part, so I kind of varied a little bit more from the melody than a lot of people might, but I could have varied even further from the melody. I could have been much closer to the melody. It just depends on the situation, the audience, my comfort levels. A lot of times with this melodic improvisation, it makes for a great bridge. So if I'm playing Good King Wenceslas, I play it once with the normal melody, then I play around with the melody, and then I come back and finish the song playing the standard melody, and it creates a nice bridge effect.